I wake up, say bye to the body pillow, shave, sing my heart out in the shower, step onto the scale, question the scale, tell myself I'm gonna die. Shortly after, I go to Timmy's and get birthday cake Timbits. About to do my laundry for the first time in God knows how long. What? Why there's so many buttons? Anyways, apparently there's an alligator on the loose, but don't worry, we have investigators ready to provide Gatorade. Thank you, police, for the awesome puns. Also, I love you all. We hit 10K on TikTok. What? Mother Goose looks super adorable. My sister's putting on chapstick. Why does it look like a glue stick? I come upstairs, the sloth comes downstairs, we say toodaloo to my dad, and we're ready to pick up Kobe. The sloth realizes she completely forgot about her mirror. We put some good old gasoline in the supercar. We see two people in the park who are definitely not social distancing. I put the window down and instantly get soaked. We see the line at Walmart, thank you Coronas, but obviously we forgot our mask and gloves, so we go back home and grab it. We get some last minute essential things for our little puppy Kobe, but we're finally on our way and the GPS says it's an hour away. Now at this point we're beyond excited, so we're jamming out to our favorite tunes, but we finally get to the breeder city, Hamilton. As we get closer, our hearts are literally beating a million miles an hour, but we finally get to the kennel and oh my god, there's the newest addition of our family, the cutest puppy ever, Kobe. Here comes the breeder with our puppy Kobe. She hands it to me and I instantly fall in love. This little 2-pound furball is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, he literally doesn't look real. He looks animated, like straight out of a Disney Pixar movie or something. My sister's obviously in love and she honestly has no words because we can't believe it's ours. Now we're on our way home to my parents. We give him his little dino toy and then he opens his mouth and we see his cute little tongue for the first time. Then we put him on his back and this dude literally doesn't move. Like, he just lays there, and so obviously we take a million pictures of him. An hour later, we finally get home and my parents see him for the first time, and to say the least, they were shook. And obviously my mom wants to hold it right away, so I give it to her. She holds him. Cuteness overload comes in effect, and it was honestly such a beautiful scene to witness. And obviously my dad fell in love with her right away. Now we're all in the backyard playing with our new puppy, and we notice he's so outgoing and hyper. He plays with a ball but doesn't realize it won't fit in his little mouth. Then he takes his first steps ever in our house, and then Mr. Clumsy over here steps right into his water bowl. We all play with him. He gets tired and knocks out on the spot. Kobe goes around my sister's neck not once, not twice, but 3 times. Now he's super tired, so he knocks out almost immediately, and although he killed us, we picked him up and put him on a blanket. Then he woke up, realized he's alone, knocked out watching Netflix with my sister. He then repositioned himself and turned into a scarf. Now it's that time of the night. The sloth wants to play Fortnite, but Kobe literally won't let her. Like, he just wants to play. So we play with him for like 10 minutes and he knocks out right away. I feel bad, so I put him on my lap and it's just cuteness level 6,000. Meanwhile, Chapanya, our little dragon, I swear he was on drugs. Now it's the next morning and it's really hot outside, so Kobe's enjoying the weather. I flop his little ear and then I notice his foot was twitching. Maybe he had a rough dream, no pun intended. My parents decide to go for a bike ride and then Kobe knocks out on his bed this time. Whoa, that's new. I cut myself some Asiago cheese. Ew, that's a gross looking smoothie. Who had cheese nips and who's pan frying lemons? Someone's boiling potatoes. Anyways, I'm about to have a chip and realize this thing is literally the size of my head, but I go for it and yeah, I look like a duck. Also, just want to take a quick moment to congratulate our 2 contest winners. Please contact me on Instagram so I can send you the prize. Anyways, we make mashed potatoes. Kobe has a massive meal and then enters a food coma. Here comes Simba, the baby lion, at a million miles an hour. He's excited because my parents just came back from a bike ride and he nibbles on my mom's ear. The baby cub jumps around, plays with my dad, and then my mom puts sunglasses on him. What? He chews on a bone because he's a baby and his teeth are growing. Then he gets super nervous to jump because he realizes he's far from the ground but goes for it anyways, misses his foot, and goes head first into the grass. I honestly felt really bad after watching it in slow-mo. Now it's a beautiful day outside, so I'm just chilling with the baby lion, but I realized something smells burnt. I instantly realized where the smell is coming from. My dad's pissed at me now because he actually told me to watch the barbecue, but I got distracted with Kobe. My mom shows him to all her friends on FaceTime. He has a meal, goes into the bowl, trips on his own foot, and gets scared. My dad knocks out in the swing. The sloth wakes up. I see a pigeon, and then we hear a car playing EDM music on full blast. So she starts fist bumping to the beat. I look at her confused, and then I start fist bumping to the beat. Now Kobe wants to play, so we give him a ball, and again he doesn't realize it won't fit in his mouth. This ball is literally as tall as the baby lion, but we play with him for like an hour. He gets super tired, and then I swear he looked intoxicated. So he obviously knocks out right away, and then we flop his little ears, and he knocks out with the sloth on the beanbag. That's my sister the sloth giving Kobe a belly rub. Shortly after, he KOs, and then knocks out on his favorite spot, the beanbag. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Then he actually falls asleep beside his bed, on his bed, in front of his bed, and then oh my god, he cuddles his cute little dino toy. Are you kidding me? That's the cutest thing ever. My dad plays with him outside, and honestly, Kobe's not too much of a fan of the playpen. My mom holds him like the baby lion that he is, and then my dad takes my sister's mirror upstairs. Kobe actually really likes his new friend, the little blue dino, so he's playing with it, but then he catches me filming him, so he attacks the camera. Yet again, he knocks out on the beanbag, so the sloth and I put on the Teen Beach movie. The volume may have been a little too loud, but regardless, Kobe starts dancing to the musicals, and then the sloth starts dancing to the musicals. Now it's 12:37 a.m. and I'm thinking you should have a mango, pineapple, chocolate chip, instant noodles, or waffle cones. I'm wondering if we even have ice cream for the cones, so obviously check the freezer, and yes, we have ice cream, but we also have ice cream bars and a strawberry shortcake. Why do our Eggo waffles have backup Eggo waffles? Anyways, I decide to go with the mango, and I don't even know how to cut this thing. Like, what's the proper way to eat a mango? I tried my best, literally looked like a baboon going into it, said goodnight to Kobe and went to bed. On this morning, I wake up, blow dry my hair, come upstairs, and of course, Kobe, the cutest little baby lion, is running towards me. Who makes 2 pierogies and what's this circular thing? Apparently it's the #1 pie in Greece. I see 2 skater dudes, grab my Timmy's, walk in, and of course Kobe's knocked out right there. My sister literally looks like a sloth. My mom gives me a life lesson and Kobe's about to jump. Little does the baby lion know we're about to give him his first bath ever. We turn on the water and right away he's not a fan, so we try again. He feels the water and he realizes what's about to happen and he's not down whatsoever. Shortly after he gave up, so we started rinsing his little body and then his little head, and honestly he started looking like a rat. Then we put puppy shampoo all over him and that's when he really started to hate his life. Finally we finished bathing him and at this point he's shaking, so we're drying him as fast as we can. Then Kobe shakes himself and water literally goes everywhere, and yeah, let me tell you, Mother Goose was not a fan. Then all of a sudden, literally out of nowhere, he turns on sicko mode and becomes the most hyper thing ever. He plays with the ball, almost destroys his blanket, jumps around, plays with his little blue dino, and then of course he sees me filming him and attacks the camera. Then he takes a well-deserved after-bath nap. The baby lion plays with the ball like a cat and then gets scared of a vacuum. My dad bought a laser pointer and Kobe literally spends an hour trying to get it. He finally gets tired. My dad's peeling an orange. The sloth is on TikTok and then Kobe knocks out on my chest and it's the cutest thing ever. Apparently my mom cut papaya and Kobe sits there and feasts on a bone like a baby cub. Then Mother Goose gives me 3 bananas and tells me to mash them. My dad's watching Charlie Chaplin for the millionth time and still laughs at the funny parts. Then I realized my mom is actually making banana bread. That's why she asked me to mash those bananas earlier. The baby lion knocks out on the beanbag and then my sister puts popcorn in the microwave for 2 minutes and 10 seconds exactly. I show her we already have some, but she still does her waiting dance because she wants fresh popcorn. The sloth drops the majority of the popcorn when it's ready, so she spends the next 20 minutes putting it all back in the bowl. The banana bread is also ready, and I don't know why we have packets of butter at my house, but anyways, I put it on and it tastes pretty good. My mom hugs the baby lion, and then he insists on playing tug of war with the sloth. Because he's a baby, he starts teething on my head for 10 minutes, and then he literally turns into a baby as I'm playing with him. Obviously, we put on the Lion King movie, and we're all watching it, and then Kobe starts to act like Simba, the baby lion. Kobe knocks out, we order Uber Eats, it looks delicious, and let me tell you, it was. I don't know if I miss watching the Raptors play or do I just miss Kawhi Leonard. I go upstairs and I see a pot steaming. I'm pretty sure that's not safe. Kobe the baby lion is up and he wants to play tug of war with my sock. He eventually wins the war and then chews on it for an hour. That's the 3rd sock I've lost in 2 days. Anyway, SpongeBob goes to the cottage and then Doug Ford tells us there's 387 new cases today. That's not good. Mother Goose makes fresh coffee, pours it in a mug. Why do we have so many Disney mugs? I go upstairs and pass by a mirror that my sister once upon a time painted. What is my dad taking a picture of? And of course the sloth is asleep. Mother Goose is cuddling Kobe on the beanbag and then I hear a sound from outside. I see a truck right in front of my house. Wait a second, is that guy smoking a cigarette? Is that even legal? Kobe munches on his food like a baby cub. And then of course he knocks out literally on my neck. I give our little panda a quarter and he takes it with no hesitation. A cool bird lands on the bird feeder. My mom bought the Best Burgers book. Wow, that's exciting. And then she cuddles Kobe on the swing outside. I find an interesting looking pen. Completely forget about some bread I was toasting and my dad waves the smoke off the alarm. Kobe the baby lion finds another sock. He literally won't give it to my sister and trips going into his bed. This morning I put on my hat. The baby lion is wondering where I'm going and the Mother Goose brings in the mail. First off I buy gum. Obviously the value pack, 60 pieces because hashtag we're saving dollars. It's 15 degrees outside and to Canadians that's a hot summer day. This poor dude breaks his lawnmower. Wait a second, was it Tuesday yesterday? Did I forget to take out the garbage? Now it's time for a daily Timmy's run, but the drive-thru line is literally the longest thing ever, but I still wait in line because hashtag Timmy's for life. My sister's drink drips all over me, and then I see a house with 1,000 pots. Thank you so much to these 3 people for ruining the shop. Anyways, I see an insane amount of plants growing out of a boat, and then I go to Pet Value. I walk up to the super fancy VIP waiting area, and I see a POS machine. I tell the guy I need a chew toy for my little puppy, and he walks up with toys that are big enough for an elephant. I show him a picture of Kobe, he gets the hint, I pay for the toys, and we're on our way to give it to the baby lion. Now I'm pulling up to the house, and I think I see my dad, and he's completely giving up on the bike ride. I finally get home, give Kobe his new toys, and he literally loves them. Like he spent hours playing with them, and I don't know why, but it made me really happy. We all watch a movie, Kobe knocks out, and then my sister makes this weird granola and yogurt mix, and it was actually delicious. My dad cuts the head of a pineapple off, puts this interesting looking thing inside, yanks it out, and bang, we got perfect pineapple slices. The baby lion has hiccups while sleeping. It's 12:44 a.m., and you already know the drill. We ordered Uber Eats. Marcel leaves it on the porch, and it lasts literally like 2 seconds. I wake up, brush my teeth, and I see the most beautiful yellow bird. I don't know what my dad is thinking about, but Mother Goose is definitely watching a TV show. Kobe tries to get comfortable on my lap, and then my mom tells me to fluff the beanbag up so it gets rounder, and it actually did. I call the vet and make an appointment for Kobe's first ever full puppy checkup on Thursday. I vacuumed the house and the little lion is absolutely terrified. Now it's time to make some good old Belgian waffles. You start with flour, add some baking powder, obviously sugar, a pinch of salt, 1 egg, oil, milk. Finally you add vanilla, and then you grab your cute little egg whisk and you mix that thing and don't look back. Go ahead and spray down your waffle maker and don't be afraid to get crazy with it because you don't want your waffles to get stuck. Now you twist it and your mom's casually on FaceTime while the baby baby lion is knocked out. Now it's time for the great reveal, and your waffles are not supposed to look like that. Like, that's a weird looking waffle. But hey, it's okay, because I tried again, but this time the batter was literally gushing out the sides of the machine. Yet again, it's time for the great reveal, and honestly, this time it looked pretty damn good. So we put some Aunt Jemima maple syrup all over it, and the mother goose had it. And then literally almost broke her foot. Kobe the baby lion is walking outside and then goes full speed into the camera. He experiences wind for the first time, and it looks like he has a photo shoot. The sloth wakes up at like 4 p.m. Kobe bites and pulls her hair, and then she tells him not to eat the grass. My dad comes home, and Kobe's beyond excited. We go downstairs to grab Japanya, our little dragon, the hamster. Now our puppy and the hamster are literally about to meet for the first time ever, and honestly, I think Kobe was just extremely excited, and the hamster was straight up terrified. The sloth lays down, Kobe sees her hair, attacks her, my mom gives me burgers, and then I struggle to take the barbecue cover off. I obviously grab SpongeBob because we're about to make Krabby Patties. My dad goes on a bike ride, and then I tell SpongeBob to watch the barbecue. I come inside the house, and Kobe's walking towards me, and he looks absolutely adorable, like he just woke up from a nap. So I put him on my head, give him lots of kisses. Now I'm super happy. I come outside, and I see a red bird. Then I water some weird looking plants, open the barbecue, and the burgers are literally on fire. Like, what? Thank God no one was around to see. I kept it pretty cool, flipped the burgers, and I only burnt one hot dog. I put cheese on the patty, SpongeBob on the pickle jar, and the bread is hard as a rock. Then I get a triangle-shaped bread, turn it into a circular bread. The sloth doesn't even want bread, and then we all watch Mr. Bean. I'm watching the news and I can't believe it. I see a guy come onto the screen on his phone. He's clearly lost. What are you doing? The baby lion struggles to go on the beanbag and then instantly knocks out like a fox. My mom is icing her legs from a fall a few days ago, and then Kobe, myself, and my sister are about to go on our first car ride ever. I obviously catch the baby lion yawning as we approach the longest drive-through line ever at Timmy's. We get my iced coffee, we put on the Lion King soundtrack, we're singing I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and I'm literally holding Simba. Now we're on our way to Coco's, we're all singing, Kobe's loving it, he's officially part of the squad, he loves looking outside, I see him in the little mirror. We finally get home, my sister grabs her bubble tea, and Kobe instantly knocks out on the beanbag. The sloth goes in her room, super Tumblr vibes, you got the Friends poster, the Squishmallow, and she's doing a quiz. Now I'm kind of bored and I want to shoot some hoops and actually score 3 3-pointers. I see a fat chef walk a little more and I literally can't believe it. It's a fatter chef. Now we're all sitting down looking for something to watch, and obviously the baby cub is doing what baby cubs do. He's feasting on a bone. We decide to watch the best show ever, Money Heist, and then I nibble on Kobe's here and he's not about it. He wakes up from a nap and then the sloth turns into a ballerina and almost kicks him into the next entry. The baby lion just knocked out. My sister's playing Fortnite. There's a spider on the loose and everyone's freaking out. We order Uber Eats. Kobe looks like a teddy bear when he sleeps, and my sister's playing the drums, I think. Anyways, homeboy Jamal delivers the goods and I take the bag out of the bag. Tonight on the menu, 6 nuggets, a medium fry, junior chicken, barbecue sauce, and ketchup. How do you sell out of sweet and sour sauce? Anyways, we do a cheers, I dip it and dip it again. We think about buying the Harry Potter collection for $80, and then literally 4 hours later, I wake up and start my day. Honestly, my brain's not even awake yet, but the baby lion's awake, and then he takes a nap and then randomly gets up and this happens. Oh. He survived the fall, but little does he know he's about to visit the vet for the first time ever. Now we're cruising down the highway. We finally get there. I see the Big Science Animal Hospital, and Kobe already looks nervous. We get inside. The place actually looks really nice. I walk up to the front desk, and the guy tells me to fill out a form. At this point, Kobe's heart is beating super fast, so I'm trying to comfort him, but it's finally our turn, and we get into the room. Dr. S was literally the nicest person ever. He started to examine Kobe, but you could tell Kobe was just not about it. Like, he just wanted to leave. He examined his little skull, inside of his ears, and then obviously his eyes too. Finally, they gave him a shot, and Kobe was traumatized for the entire day. This is my little puppy attempting to look really cool, not once, but twice, and completely failing. Justin addresses the country. Duck says there's 399 new cases. Kobe knocks down, and again his front leg twitches for some reason. Super questionable, I know. Anyways, I see poutine on the screen, and obviously I'm craving it now. The baby lion's confused because my mom has reindeer socks. What? Is this guy having a garage sale in the rain, and why are there so many people in line at Freshco? Anyways, I pull up at the little house of kebab, and they're open, they're halal, and they're open. I'm waiting for my food. See a Baskin Robbins. I'm so tempted to get a cookie dough scoop, but I can't. I cannot. The kebab was super delicious. The sloth comes downstairs, and she's clearly hydrated. Kobe knocks out, and my sister's looking at Lululemon leggings to buy with the money that she doesn't have. I tell my dad we need to fluff the beanbag because it doesn't feel even, and he literally looks at me and says, "You're right, it should feel odd." Hashtag dad jokes. Anyways, Kobe's biting off my finger. Is that normal? Why does he sit like a pancake? My sister's deciding what university to go to, and then she pulls out the whiteboard and lists all the pros and cons for each university. Kobe's in on the family meeting. My dad's way too close to the TV. The baby lion chases the sloth around the fence, and he literally stretches like a cat. The baby lion's still trying to get the laser pointer. My mom turns a sausage into an octopus. Oh my god, that's a lot of oil. I'm almost done my toothpaste, but I'm not down to stand in line at Walmart. My sister the sloth is asleep. Kobe's awake. What? Why does he look like a stuffed teddy bear? He's looking at me like, dude, stop filming me and feed me already. So I do, and that's when my dog literally turned into a gazelle. He just wouldn't calm down. He had an insane amount of energy and just wouldn't chill for 2 seconds. He clearly let me know that he was down to play ball, and then he did what gazelles do, started munching on grass. Then he attacked Dora the Explorer like a wolf trying to kill a rabbit. Now you're probably wondering who made this beautiful masterpiece in my backyard. Well, let me tell you, it was my dad, who I like to call Bob the Builder. Looks like Bob the Builder went grocery shopping, or did he just buy one of everything at Walmart? Again with the pineapple. Aunt Jemima makes pancakes? Mother Goose is on FaceTime with God knows who. She puts on gloves like she's about to do surgery, but just sanitizes the orange juice. Hashtag the new normal. Bob the Builder gives himself a haircut and the sloth does the dishes. Wow, that's new. We're about to make some cinnamon rolls. What is that? I put them in the oven, almost lose my hand. Kobe loves sleeping beside my dad. The cinnamon rolls are ready, and I'll be honest, we put way too much icing on it. My sister and I are about to go grocery shopping. She's not wearing a jacket. I'm thinking, what? Is this girl new to Canada? So she goes back, grabs her jacket, and she's driving. So you already know I'm just praying we get there alive. We get there and there's no line, so I'm happy, but this dude literally takes an hour to reverse it. Of course, now it's the world's longest line. It's freezing outside. The sloth gets something in her eye, and this dude's spraying down the cart. The line's finally moving, and we're excited, and they stop us right before the entrance. This guy bought a TV. I'm tempted to step on this, but I see someone already did. We get inside, and it almost feels good, as if we waited in line for a roller coaster. I bump into the sloth. Aisles have enter and exit signs, and we're tempted to buy this one chicken. But then we realize 2 is better than 1. Anyways, we passed by Ellen, a really useful box, a broken hula hoop, and I swear we found the entrance to Narnia. Who knew purple shampoo's actually purple? We get a bucket and scoop for Kobe's food, and then I see a tie-dye kit for $19.97 and a much bigger one for 3 cents more. What the heck, Walmart? We see a kid that says Lua Lua Lua, so we get it. Now we obviously need the shirt, so we go ahead and get that too. Mother Goose tells us to get flour, but they don't have a single one. Speaking of Mother Goose, it's Mother's Day tomorrow, so we buy supplies and flowers because we're building her a gift. My dad, Bob the Builder, is giving us his toolbox because today's the day we're making our Mother's Day gift. We start off with this antique piece of wood and drill 3 screws into it. Now you're probably wondering what these screws are for. They're each gonna hold buckets and they're all gonna have flowers inside them. I cut the flowers short so they fit, open a new pack of garden soil, crumble the flower's own soil, combine the two, and then obviously mix them. Now I put the mixed soil into the bucket, then the flowers, make sure it looks good. That's one bucket done. Do a weird Justin Bieber hair flip, because you know, the hair is getting super long because of hashtag quarantine life. But anyways, I do the exact same thing for the second and third bucket. While I literally feel like an old lady gardening with gloves and everything, my sister's glue gunning the letters M-O-M on top of the board. She may or may not have burnt her fingers while doing this. I'm not saying anything. But hey, she's finally done and actually looks really good, but it's missing that personal touch. So we find pictures of my sister, mom, and I, turn it into Polaroid looking photos and put it on the board. Now it literally looks beautiful and we're pretty proud. We didn't end up using the yarn and I may have been shady about it. But anyways, we made a mess. I cleaned it. The sloth was snacking and I put the soil in the garden. Smoke. Smoking.